Hey everybody, welcome back live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive from our studios in Newburyport. We got ourselves a music show today with Global Music Award winner Louise Adams, accompanied by Newburyport's own EJ Ouellette. Take it away there, guys.
Morning light, I hope. Won't be that far to walk to the store. Kitchen's cute, even though porch needs fixing and the rooms are small. The door sticks and isn't new. There's not much of a yard, I'll admit that's true.
Hey, Louise Adams, CJ Ouellette. Very nice. Welcome to our studios in Newburyport, guys. How are you?
Good.
All right.
Good.
Real good to see you.
Good to see you, EJ. Louise, first time on the show for you. Feel comfortable in here? Nice sounding room, right?
Oh, it's a great room. Yes.
Very good. EJ's been here many of times. I always call you as a Newburyport guy, but it's technically Newburyport. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That works. Very good. I know I meet you and see you in Newburyport all the time. I guess that's why I always say it, but I was
home sweet home.
Home sweet home. Very good. The new album here is Come Dance With Me. I introduced it as a Global Music Award winner. You're also putting this thing up for a Grammy nomination. Very exciting. That's a word I've never heard about my music. That must be pretty flattering for to have that, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely.
How'd you get the notification on that? How does that work? The whole process?
Well, it's been submitted to the Grammys.
Right.
I submitted it.
You submitted
It's
it.
been
Okay. So does EJ call you and go, I think this is up to par,
Yeah.
and says
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Well, Louise was in my artist development program.
Yep.
And then we graduated to a released program, and she's on the Whole Music label.
Yep.
And I've said it was time to get that outside the hood and get it amongst your peers.
Okay.
You know, that are in the recording industry.
And Come Dance With Me, there it is right there. That's the album.
Yep.
Why don't you tell people where they can get it too if you want to get that information out there.
To purchase the
Yeah.
CD, they can contact me.
All right.
At,
What do you prefer? Whatever you prefer. Okay.
Email.
my email.
Email.
Adams.louise391@gmail.
Okay, there you go. So you can get that. Very good. There you go. You can see it. What is how are we doing this album? Are we touring behind it? Are you playing a lot? How does this work?
No, just playing locally.
Okay. Where's your favorite spot so far?
Uva Wine Bar. It's in Plymouth. We've been playing there for about 3 years now. So I'm usually there the first Sunday of every month.
Okay. What was it called again?
Uva Wine Bar.
Oh, all right. Very nice.
So just as the crow flies not too far through the bay.
Sure. Yeah, it's probably quicker than the bridges, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I should have asked too, because there's a Plymouth, Maine too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little further up there, but you're from Plymouth, Mass. Very good. How's it this time of year? Does it get a little quieter?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah. You writing a lot of songs, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I am.
What's it like when so there's 7 tracks on this album? What does it take to make an album with 7 tracks? Do you throw another 17 away, or was it pretty? You know what? It was a good groove you were in.
I would run them by EJ, and then we chose the ones that would be for the album.
How many hit the cutting room floor? Would you say?
Well, not many, because her songs are really good.
Oh, there you go.
So
That's a good answer.
It's actually a little bit more of a difficult decision to make, when everything's good.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, we're gonna have to let go of this baby.
Yeah. There's no exact science either to like what the perfect amount of songs is on an album.
No, she's just above a bit what I would say extended EP.
Yeah.
And then I think that gives a good idea of what Louise does.
Yeah.
With her ensemble.
Gotcha.
Which I get to sit in with every once in a while.
Who makes up the ensemble? Is to say?
I am so fortunate.
Yeah.
When I first moved, I'm in New Jersey.
Okay.
And when we moved up here to Plymouth about 7 years ago, I started going around to open mics and meeting other musicians. And that's where I met the 2 guys that I am currently playing with.
Okay.
And James Schultz and Dave Yeager.
Oh,
I am
right.
just so fortunate. Yeah, they're wonderful.
Nice. So you leave New Jersey, one of a great music.
It's a good team too. It's very
It's
good.
good. What's what made you move to Plymouth? What?
My husband retired early, and so that meant I got to come up here. So we chose up here.
Very nice. Do you miss Jersey at all?
No.
No. There you go.
Not really.
Excellent. All right.
Welcome to
Very
Cape
good.
Ann.
So, what are you looking for, EJ, when you submit these things? Because I know this is, for those of you who don't know, EJ is very connected to the Grammys, and he's on the board, and you have to make these tough decisions of what is up to par and what isn't.
Well, we just got through the listening process and the voting process.
Okay.
And Louise, I submitted her album for Best Folk Album.
Okay.
This is her first time in, and so we spend a lot of time listening to everybody's material.
Yep.
On this, and there was a lot of beautiful stuff in folk. I'll tell you right now. I mean, a lot of great stuff, and so it's a tough decision.
Yeah.
To do that, but you were surrounded by folk world, Joni Mitchell.
Yes.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Brandy Carlisle was in with some stuff, but now she's moved over to rock.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we do, is we listen intensely and make decisions on that. So it's very difficult when it's all good.
Yeah.
And the criteria is not so much how many CDs or how many streams they had. you know, how much stardom they have. It's really about the quality of the recording.
Yep.
You know, I've been in the industry as a recording artist since '79, and I've been eligible to be in the Recording Academy since 1984, but I didn't join until 2010.
Gotcha.
Because I was just, you know, I'm too busy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
I figured I'd start doing that. So it's, you know, it's been a learning process, but and as a recording professional, not just an artist, I'm in 6 categories. So
wow.
Yeah. So as an instrumentalist, as a producer, songwriter, singer, other things. What else am I in there for? Engineer. So, but the only thing is in the Grammys now, you can only vote in 3 categories.
Oh, okay.
Which kind of ties my hands.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm qualified.
You like to be
in
on more
category. But Louise's album is a beautiful album, and I thought it would be good to expose her to some of the best of them.
And there you are. Very nice.
And we got great response too.
Awesome. Well, beautiful playing. They're going to do another one. Let's keep rolling. I want to try to get as much music out from your album as possible. Again, the album is Come Dance With Me. There it is. Go pick it up. It is Louise Adams and EJ Ouellette. Take it away there, you guys.
I can still see you through this glass wall. That old knitted scarf keeps you in view. Hoping for a bit more time to burn into my mind another picture of you. There's a plain sin of believing this will just have to do. Just have to do. Could this road you are choosing make up for all we're losing? Seems like your dreams are leading you so far away from mine. What would it take to run and find you? Say I changed my mind, want you to stay. It's been clear all this time, and I thought I'd be just fine with your vision still so new. Didn't think this day would come so soon, not this soon. Could this road
Louise Adams, live at Drew's House, Joppa Afternoon Drive, accompanied by EJ Ouellette. Very, very nice. EJ likes that one. Very good. I like it when EJ has fun in here. It's awesome. Well, this is where did the songs come from, Louise? There's a loaded question for you, huh?
That is a loaded question. That one actually came from my daughter's experience. She was going to Gambia. She was in the Peace Corps directly out of college, and I distinctly remember leaving her in the airport and her walking away from me and thinking, oh, why are your dreams having to take you so far away from me?
Oh, wow.
So I remember writing that down and holding on to it, and eventually it made it into a song.
Okay, very good. Well, that's a very specific answer. I'm glad I asked it on that one. Very good. It's fantastic. I guess a moment you'll never forget. That's EJ. We mentioned you're having fun playing these. This album. I know you do a lot of different things when it comes to producing albums and all that. But is it sometimes fun just 2 acoustic guitars?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Stripped back.
Yeah, just stripped back. And the album, if we decide to release it as just an acoustic album, is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So if we take out all the other stuff, in there and everything, it's just beautiful.
Does it bother the hell out of you when you hear overproduced albums?
I've been accused of it.
Oh, have you?
Sometimes I think overproduction hides this music, hides the melody, hides the song.
Yeah.
And I'm like a wrecking crew, so I can play all these instruments on this. So I have to be really, really careful not to overdo it myself.
Yep.
I'll put a banjo in here, I'll put a mandolin in here, let's try a piano. Oh, an organ's great. I think I'll bring in some strings.
Yeah.
But I really, especially in folk, you have to be kind of careful. You don't want to be, turning it into pop sounding.
Louise, what was it like working with EJ through all this?
It was good.
Yeah.
You should tell the story. We started in COVID.
Oh, how we met? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we met. Louise was joined. I have a virtual academy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of toning it down right now, and she was in one of the songwriting classes with a good friend of mine, Bobby Cannon, who I submitted his album to.
Who I actually used to play with in New Jersey.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've known him for so many years.
Okay. I submitted his album too. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love his album.
We might
We learn something new every day on this show. It's great.
And so she was in the class and all that, and so anyway, I don't know how it happened, but I suggested, we talked about it, and I says, well, we can do this remotely because we're in COVID.
Yeah.
And I says, I have to, maybe we can set you up with a little studio. And she looked at me like this. Yes. So what we did was, I outfitted her, set her up. She purchased a workstation and a microphone, and I showed her how to use it, and we sent files back and forth.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's how we did it. We did it with Steve and Heather too, same deal.
Okay.
And even though they lived up the street, but we couldn't be in the studios together, and of course singing spread COVID back then.
Yeah.
So Louise, she ended up doing a lot of her own recording engineering there. So she got engineering credits on the record.
There you go.
She did a great job, attention to detail, and so the album was mostly done remotely until she came up in May, right?
Yeah.
And we did one vocal track in my studio.
Yeah.
And she came up and we did some video shooting and just we had never been in the same room together.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that would have surprised me more 5 years ago, but not so much. I mean, that's how so much stuff got done.
This is what's going on now.
Yeah.
So it's really is people working with workstations and everything, and I can tell when something wasn't done professionally because there's a lot of quote unquote producers now.
Yeah.
And but she did a great job getting the sound quality out of it on her guitar and her voice.
Yeah.
And she did all her own harmonies from her own workstation.
Did you find yourself writing more during COVID? Because there was time.
You know what? Once I started on this process with EJ, I was still writing.
Yeah.
But there was so much to do.
Were all the songs done? Did you pretty much know what you wanted to do, and it was just about
No.
Okay.
Actually, in the middle of it, he said, you have so many ballads. You need an upbeat song.
Oh, okay.
So then I had to go home and think about that and what I wanted to write, and then eventually, "Loving You Again" came out of that.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Gotcha. All right. What's been the most rewarding part of putting this together and having this this thing? What do you do when you release an album? Do you play it for yourself? Do you play it around the house? Are you sick of it? What's the deal?
I do. I play it in my car.
Yeah.
I listen to it.
I listen to it too.
I know you do. I wonder when it's actually you. I always wonder, like, do you play it all around? I would imagine you would. Family like it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. We actually had an album release party.
Oh, awesome.
And we invited, I think about over 100 people came.
Wow.
And EJ came down.
Yes.
Did it on the Cape?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it was in Plymouth.
It was in Plymouth, okay.
Yeah, and that was a blast.
It was beautiful.
That was a blast.
Yeah.
And it was a great show
Yeah.
too. And we brought in a bass player that I work with who was working remotely.
Yep.
Justin Meyer played bass, stand-up bass, right?
Yeah,
And,
he brought us stand-up bass.
And Justin and I we have a string thing going on in the studio. He plays
Okay.
cello and big bass.
Gotcha.
Bowl, you know. And it was great to play with him down there too.
Yeah.
But all your friends and everything were just so supportive
Yeah, it
of
was
the whole
great.
operation.
Yeah. Well, both Jim and Dave, the guys I play with,
Yeah.
were obviously playing with me.
That's
And
a
also
big
Jim
turnout
Ward.
for an album release party. I mean, for if you're putting it together, I get the impression you guys just threw it together yourself. That's a great turnout.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, of course, with social media, you promote while you're doing it, and
Yeah.
keep your friends and your fan base,
Yeah.
tied in, with it. And music is, most people are music lovers. There are some music likers. I know who the music likers are.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the music lovers are the ones that will show.
Well, I like the whole idea because it's also a night out when you do the album release party, right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
go
I think we should do a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
more.
Oh, I know, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, do one here.
Yes, we can do one here.
I mean, not here. I appreciate the personalized Joe, but this is a good.
We're
night.
moving into radio promotion as well.
Cool.
So yeah.
Awesome.
And community radio mostly.
Yeah.
Like this right here, and
Mm-hmm.
we've got a whole network here up here in the Northeast.
And you're on TV.
And you're on TV.
What's the? Do you have a favorite song off the album?
It depends on the day, but most probably Come Dance With Me.
Come Dance Me. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get to hear with that one since you did 2 mentions of it? Is that one we're playing
Yeah,
today?
we could play that one.
All right.
Depends on the day. That sounds like a song.
EJ's making notes. Louise Adams, EJ Ouellette in the house here, live at Drew's house.
What are we doing?
Joppa Afternoon Drive. I love that
dance with-
Come
question.
dance with me.
What are we doing? I always love
We're
that
do-
question.
Come
And you're in C right on this, right?
I am in C.
That's right too.
Also want to make sure I sneak in a shout out to Maeve Power doing all the hard work here behind the scenes today. We
Hey,
appreciate it, Maeve and Sarah Hayden, the boss, and our small but mighty crew here in Newburyport. Louise Adams, take it away.
In this nearly empty room, we are almost done. But I haven't packed up my dreams, I'm leaving them behind. Times just like these, I push you away. Times just like these can be tense, like today.
nice. Louise Adams. Come Dance With Me is the album. There's the song. EJ Ouellette in the house as well. There's the album right there. Contact Louise if you want it. She gave out her email. Give it one more time here on the
All
back.
right, adams.louise391@gmail.
All right, there you go. Don't be shy. Go reach out.
Absolutely.
Get the music. What's the best compliment you've got on it so far, the whole album?
Oh,
EJ doesn't count.
Maybe from folks that listen to it when I send out the emails, the FYC
oh my
emails.
gosh, those were amazing.
Yes, so you,
Oh
you
my
did a,
goodness.
Yeah.
she got a lot
those
of
were
compliments
amazing.
from music royalty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
We won't say any more. Very good. Very flattering, obviously, though.
And actually, when I first wrote this song, I took it over to Jim's house because we were rehearsing that day.
Okay.
And I played it for him, and he said, "Oh, let's just throw this right up on Facebook. Let's just video it and put it up." And so we did. And then the next day, a good friend of mine contacted me, and she said, "I feel like you wrote this for me." And then her husband wasn't doing well, and he was in the hospital. She went to the hospital and played the song for him, and he looked and he said, "She wrote that for us, didn't she?"
Oh,
Now
wow.
that's just one of the best compliments
That's
I've also
beautiful.
ever gotten.
That is great. Wow. Very cool. Well, Come Dance With Me again. There you go. Has it been all pleasant, smooth sailing doing it? Do you find yourself hitting hiccups with albums? Does it become a grind at times and you have to go back and take a nap and reset, or how does that work?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a while, actually, to get all this done, and I would take breaks and
Yeah.
do something else.
A fun grind, though, overall?
Oh, definitely. Right. Oh, yeah.
New Jersey, there's music royalty there. Who are the influences?
In New Jersey. when I was there.
Doesn't have to be. I just,
You know, gosh, Lone Bellow.
Lone
And
Bellow.
though they're from Brooklyn, though. I
Yeah.
mean, so I'm thinking, but Jersey's always Springsteen.
Yeah, of course. I'm a Bruce guy too. Is there somebody that they made you pick up the guitar back in the day? Can you remember that moment? Or
Man, I started playing when I was really young.
Really?
So
Yeah.
back then, there was so much acoustic music going on.
yeah,
So probably James Taylor,
James Taylor.
I guess.
Yeah, that was very nice. You see him do the national anthem up in Lewiston, Maine, the other night.
No, I missed it.
Oh, it's
Did
nice.
he really?
Yeah, actually, he went up
Well,
there
you
on
know,
his own after the shooting when they had their first football game. And
His mother is my father's cousin.
is that right?
Yep, and his mom was born in Rings Island. She lived in
Oh, okay.
Salisbury.
No kidding.
No kidding.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a very real
Yeah, he is.
guy.
He is.
I interviewed Livingston recently.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
In,
Here?
in Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, he had just come back he was going to Japan actually,
Okay.
and then he had something going on a couple weeks later here that he was promoting.
Still
But
cooking.
he is.
You know?
It was
Yeah.
interesting. I asked him about James because I never actually knew. I mean, I knew they did not get along, but I didn't know how tight they were. And he said, "Oh no, he's great. He's a great brother." He goes, "I was never envious of his fame though, and I saw how tough that could be to live with." And
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was a very interesting comment.
And Livingston is, he's got the stuff.
Oh yeah,
His records are beautiful.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and both of those guys still going. So interesting. All right, so first time on the show, usually we do have a rule. You have to do our little rapid fire game. I think EJ's done this way back.
I have no idea what this is. Okay.
It's easy. We got to hit you with a couple.
All right.
Well, you'd be surprised how people struggle with the easy ones, but they're easy. Favorite food?
Favorite food, chocolate.
Chocolate. Very good.
There you go.
Favorite musician of all time?
Oh, good night. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Depends on the day. I don't know.
We'll go back to it. Favorite concert venue?
Favorite concert venue.
You get to see a show, play, whatever your favorite room in the world.
Good night. I have so many. I mean, I was up in Rockport and I went to the...
Oh, the Chemin Lou. I
Yeah,
always say that
Chemin
wrong.
Lou, that's
Yeah.
I would have to say that one.
That is a beautiful room, isn't it?
Yeah.
I saw
Although I was in Woodstock and I heard the Lone Bellow there at Levon Helm's Barn.
Isn't that a great place?
Really?
I changed my answer.
that one. Yeah, I saw that. I saw whatever that band is with Dylan's guys and the band guys. I saw them at Levon's Barn. I had a great. So
Really?
you know the deal when you go up there. Like there's no ticket booth. You drive
No,
in.
You don't know where you're going.
You don't know where you're
there are
going.
No
Is
it
signs.
still
Yeah.
open?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
No, they're
Really?
still going.
I drove by it. Yep. So and then I said,
I know.
"Where are we?" And I see the lights through the woods, and I turned around and went back to it. They have a little booth, like it's like a little, almost like how do you even explain it? Like a toll booth sort of thing, almost.
Yeah.
And that's you give your ticket, and then you drive into the parking
Wow.
lot, and you're in. And I didn't know what was going on there. I go, "Oh man, we just went away for a couple days," and I said, "We're like a couple miles from Levon's Barn. I've always wanted to go." And I saw this show was sold out. It had been sold out for like 2 years. It was like the band guys and Dylan's guys, they play.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it was a sought after show. So I drove up and the woman looks at me and I said, "I'm not going to lie to you. I just wanted to come out and check the place out." We drove up with no tickets. I know it's a sold out show. She goes, "Hang on one second," reaches back. And a couple came up here early this morning and said, "We've had these tickets for 2 years. We had a family thing come up. We have one rule. Don't charge anybody for it, and make sure it goes to somebody who'll deserve it."
You're kidding.
And she goes, "You two deserve it." There you go. And I was like, "We will go right in. Thank you so much." I was like, I knew something like that was going to happen. It was just a good music story, So
Beautiful.
that's what I'll remember about that part. But
Yeah.
great venue. Favorite musician of all time. Back to it. Did you get it?
Oh, jeez, Louise. Golly.
Favorite subject in school.
Math.
Math. Favorite city to visit.
Montreal.
Montreal. I think that's a good answer. Best career advice you ever received.
Man, jeez, Louise.
You can think about that one. I usually give people time with that one.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
How about you, EJ? I don't remember. What's the best career advice you ever received?
From a good friend of mine, a fiddler who's no longer with us, and his name was Chip Wild Goose Chase, lived over in Amesbury,
Okay.
and he was big here in the Newburyport area, and we played for years, and he used to call me Edward. He says, "The most important advice I can give you in this industry is to learn how to use the word no."
Wow.
Interesting.
And I still use it.
You figured out I'd say that.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, because everybody wants something from you.
Yeah.
No. I take charge cards. You want advice? I take charge cards.
Oh, there you go. I knew I'd get a good one from you. Excellent. You got one or?
All right, so it
You got
really
it.
is take the time to figure out. I remember a friend telling me, take the time to figure out really what you love
Yeah.
and what do you dream about and what would your life look like? What do you want that?
I
to
like
be?
that. Well, visionary stuff. Very good. All right, Come Dance With Me Again is the album. It's I've heard EJ raves about this, so he said you got to have Louise on. So I'm happy we finally got Louise Adams in the house. You guys want to play one more?
Yep.
Sure.
Oh, Dave Maddox is on drums, by the way.
Dave Maddox,
Yep.
the extraordinaire.
Yep.
How many albums do you think you've done with him?
Oh, we started recording in 2013,
Yeah.
so we've done probably 15.
Yeah.
And he's heading over to the UK right now.
That must be hard. He must know the no word too, because everybody wants to play with Dave Maddox.
Dave is a great music partner.
Yeah.
And when he comes in, he delivers his drums, and
Yeah.
if we're doing 10 songs, he brings in 10 different snare drums.
Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good friend.
Yeah.
And good confidant.
What do you like most? Some because there's just music relationships that sometimes you just jive with. What do you?
Well, he's a maestro.
Yeah.
He's 75, 76 now, and he still is youthful, and he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
And in this industry, it really isn't driven by the youth.
Yeah.
It's driven by the more experienced.
Yeah.
And we're not giving it up that quickly.
He's got stories, man. Paul McCartney, right?
Oh yeah, Paul McCartney. Fairport Convention. George Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, many.
I always think George
Elton John.
Elton John. Yeah, all real potential. Those guys.
Eric Chapin Carpenter. He toured
yeah.
for years.
We were talking about because the Beatles released that song. Did you guys hear that song?
I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah, all right.
No,
I won't say any more about it then.
I
You can go listen to it on your own time. But I was talking about George Harrison came up. I always think it must be very rewarding because he did, not the majority of the writing on the Beatles stuff, but yet he had such a solo career that was so fruitful. And to this day, some of those songs, I always thought he must have been felt rewarding by that.
Yeah, I'm
before
gonna
he
have to
passed.
check it out because
Yeah.
I was definitely a fan of George Harrison.
Yeah, I
learned-
was too.
Yeah, I learned all his guitar riffs.
Did you?
and everything, you know. He got most of them from Memphis guitar players.
What don't you know, EJ? Story for
I don't know. The older I get, the more that's how much I don't know.
You knew it. You just forgot it. All right. Again, thank you guys so much. Louise and Adams, it's been great to meet you. Thanks so much for coming into our studios from
Thank you for
Plymouth.
inviting me.
It's been fun. Hope you had fun playing some music with EJ here. What are we going to end with?
Best part of my day?
Best part of my day. It's off the album Come Dance With Me. Louise Adams, go find it. Go enjoy it. Live at Drew's house. Joppa Afternoon Drive. Thank you, everybody. Peace.
Been a long day without you, and I'm just sitting here all alone. Time to stop, it's 10 o'clock and the phone rings. When I get to have you for my home, and I think that I remember what to tell you. So many thoughts don't want to slip away. The phone rings, catch my breath, and